Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm here with my Save-A-Lot wife, Laura.
I'm here with my trolley-pushing husband, Nathan.
And we're here to do a quick review of Supermarket, a fun shopping game. One thing, this statement here is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Oh, spoiler.
I know. So, it's a learning game.
It's meant to be a learning game.
For like kids or maybe people with
kids, ages 7 and up.
So children learn valuable money skills as they collect, count, add, subtract, and make correct change through interactive gameplay. Sounds reasonable.
Yes, so I thought, I saw this online at some point and thought this might be something good for our kids. Our eldest is really into board games. Then Nathan randomly found it secondhand. So here we have it. You may tell we're not thrilled with it.
It is boring.
So I think the best thing to do will be maybe open it up and have a look at the board and see how it's played. So the instructions are inside the
lid,
box lid, and
we're not going to scan it because generally games come with the box.
Yeah. The thing with the rules of this game are that they're a little bit sparse, you might say.
A bit lefty-loosey, as they say in the business.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot that can be left open to interpretation. The worst thing in the instructions for me, after reading them, was this, where it says, one player takes charge of the bank, fair enough, and gives each player 15,0022,000 in cash. So we're assuming that's
because you can use any
15 to 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000.
It doesn't mention a currency because it can be like euros, dollars, rupees, whatever you.
Which is fine, but this is not. I mean, how much do you give them? It's not clear. So
I can tell you,
not off to a good start.
It's almost impossible to get a good range in that one because you either don't give enough. And you just go around the board and not be able to do anything, or you give too much and you can buy everything just straight away. It's very unbalanced.
So we went with 1,000?
I think 1,000, sort of somewhere in between.
But I think 2,000 would have been better. That's the higher value in the instructions. So the idea is you want to have the highest value items at the end of the game.
So basically the game ends once all of the items in each store has been purchased.
Yes. So in here we have little cards that have all of the items you can see in each of the 4 stores. So we have toys, stationery, garments, and confectionery.
Hey Laura, tell the audience what you think of the confectionery section.
It's not all confectionery, for starters. And in a kid's game, generally you want to maybe put some healthier things to kind of get that message across.
I will give another spoiler. The confectionery one is actually one of the most useful stores.
Yes, it is. Now the reason being is that it's got a lot of the cheaper items. So maybe just turn that around since we're talking about that one, hey? Okay, so you've got things like 15, 25,
10, Yeah, so basically...
Well, I was going to say just versus over here where you've got 500, 200, some of the larger ones are over that side.
There's I think it goes up to 500 is the most expensive,
with this code.
Suit. So, go on.
So you would take these and put them all out. So it takes quite a while
to find them all and match them.
Set them all up. So you get the idea. I'm not going to put them all out.
Yeah,
now.
So basically you go in a clockwise direction and every time you land on a shopping trolley space, you have the opportunity to purchase one of the items. And
within that store of the colour section that you're in.
And I will get to the money in a moment because that's also a little confusing. You can't buy from the same store that's your moving piece colour.
Yeah, so I didn't think about it when I picked the colour I played as when we first played this.
Laura picked blue.
I like blue, so I thought I'll go with blue. Except that meant I couldn't buy any of the cheaper items. I was only able to shop from the other 3 stores, which, while they do have some cheap ones like 5 and 10 over here, there's a lot of larger ones, as we mentioned. So I kind of, destroyed my chance at winning because I had to buy the expensive stuff.
I'll also give you another spoiler. None of us won in the end. We'll explain that after. So basically, you go around, you land on a shopping trolley, you buy, you make change, you do all that, and you keep going until all the items have been purchased. Then you add up.
That's when the game ends.
You add up all the values of the items you have in your possession. Yep. Whoever's got the most wins. Pretty simple. Here are the problems. I'm going to discuss the money.
Well, problem 1, if you pick the wrong colour, you obviously make it either easy or hard for yourself or others,
Oh,
you know,
I suppose-
to buy things.
And the other problem is if you give the wrong amount of money at the start, you will also doom anyone's chance of finishing.
Okay, so you run out very quickly is what Nathan's trying
Yeah.
to get at. So I came around and purchased the 500, leaving me with very little money left already, which I thought, oh, well, you know, you want the expensive ones, I'll get more money later.
Mm-hmm.
No. So the only ways to get money is to land on...
There's 2 bonus spaces
Yeah.
that say bonus, get 25 bank, and in the corner,
Yep.
or pass start and only get a measly $20, whatever you get.
Right. So you're only guaranteed the 20 every loop of what is a fairly large board.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 14 across. A Monopoly
Yeah.
board is 10 across, if that's any
Yeah,
indication.
so it's longer than that. Now, the problem being, you only get 20. Well, most of the items are more than that. So you've got to go several loops around to add up to be able to buy, like, the items.
And I understand it's like you gotta like manage your money and all that, but there's not much money to manage. It's so
Yeah.
easy to spend, and there's a whole bunch of spaces that just say pay 5 to bank, pay 5 to bank, pay 5 to bank, pay 25 to bank.
Yeah,
and
so
yet
this corner has pay 25.
There's only one guaranteed get 20.
Income,
so
yeah.
it's very lopsided.
So what we found happened a lot is we got our 20 when we came past, and then we would pay to bank. Then we'd pay to bank, then we'd land on a trolley and have no money.
So we went around a few times. The other optional rule is instead of buying all of the items from the store and in the game, you can also set it to a time limit.
Which is what we had to do in the end because...
None of us had any money.
Yeah, we were just going around the board, paying, running out of money, getting our 20, paying some things, running out of money.
Now,
Yeah.
here's my other qualm with this game. So it comes, you've got 6 denominations, I think, in 3 colours, which is already confusing enough as it is.
Yeah.
So here is the largest denominations you can get, which is 500, which is for some reason is a square.
But of course.
Now, one of the qualms, there's only the value on the
One side.
One side. Then there's 50.
Right?
Was there?
But then, yeah, there's 100 somewhere too, in the yellow. So then you go 500, then down to 100 in the yellow, which is there.
And then 20,
Oh.
which is now on the floor.
Yep.
So, and they're very similar sized coins too.
Yeah, so at a glance, because they're all in bags, this is just how it came when we purchased it, they look very similar. So it can take quite a while to kind of find the exact amount you're looking for, especially if at the start of the game, say you're handing a 500 in,
Yep.
and
there's
you
a
need
10 and
lots
5
of
there.
change, you then have to make it up with quite a few coins. So it really slowed down the game.
Yeah,
And
'cause
by
you
the
like-
time you'd like get through looking for your coins, you'd have no other money, and it doesn't flow very well.
Yeah, so the game basically boiled down to spending your money really quickly, getting frustrated because no one can buy anything, setting an arbitrary time limit halfway through the game,
Yep.
finishing, and then not bothering to add anything up because you're so
All we
frustrated.
added up, Nathan had happened to have won because I had obviously been blue. And so Nathan was able to come past here
And
and
keep buying.
spend the last tiny bits of his money he had on some of the cheaper items. I wasn't able to do that, so...
There's they're just standard moving pieces, nothing interesting. So, I mean, if you use house rules and you set a time limit beforehand and you get the right amount going, or you adjust the prices of the store items or something, something has to be done. The core game is not fun to play.
No. Again, the rules are a little bit lax in the details, so perhaps maybe whoever wrote it didn't word it very well, and maybe there is different, ideas behind it, but they don't come across. So,
No,
nice idea, just fails in the execution, unfortunately.
I mean, there's a couple other games that do this similar sort of thing. What's the one by Milton Bradley? You got the credit card, you've got to scan one from like the 70s. We've got Bargain Hunter.
Yeah, I think we've reviewed that on the channel.
yeah,
maybe?
so that's
quite a while
I
ago.
think there's Gambler. There's a couple other games that do like mathematics and things. A lot more interesting than, unfortunately, this is. So
Yeah, I think I would give this one a pass if you are looking at an educational game for children. I think they would get bored of it. And if you're looking at a fun game for adults, pick something else as well.
much better things.
I'm
Unfortunately,
sure there's someone who played this as a kid and thought it was great, but, and that's great. If you've got enjoyment out of it, that's
can you
wonderful.
pass me the back of the box?
What?
Up the back of the box. I just want to see if there's a year on it. Let's
Nathan's
see.
looking.
It doesn't have a year, which is interesting. I reckon it is early 2000s would be my guess from the design.
Early 2000s. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know down below if you remember playing this as a kid, or maybe something like this that perhaps runs a bit better.
Any other game similar to this, but a lot more fun, because this is almost as good, almost as bad as the Neighbours game.
Oh boy, that was a long time ago we reviewed that one as well.
Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button and check back tomorrow. We have a video every single day.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.